guys, my name is Natasha and welcome to my channel Only in Your Mind. This week I am doing a character from the game Animal Crossing. It is Isabelle. I'll be doing other characters, so if you enjoy that video game, please come back and check out all the other characters that I'll be doing. And if you want to see how I did Isabelle's character, just keep watching. So I'm starting off doing Isabelle's head. I'm using a reference photo that I found online as well. So she has a pear-shaped head. And I am using number 4 round brush with a combination of white and yellow face paint from Mehron. And right here is the top of her head. And it's almost like a teardrop. And I'm going to connect them at the fatter tip of the teardrop. So all the products that I am using, I will be putting in my description box below. So if you're curious on what I used, just check out my description box. So here is the top of her ponytail. Actually, not the top, it's the beginning of her ponytail. And then the top is a different color. So I'm just doing the base for her. And I'm going to do her arms kind of like waving outwards. And this character is from the new game, New Horizons. So for the top of her ponytail and her ears, I'm going to use that same number 4 round brush that I used the yellow with. And I'm going to mix that yellow and some orange together to get the color of her ears and the top of her head. Now I rinsed that brush and dipped it in some Mehron white for the muzzle, and then I realized that I should have done her neck when I had the yellow on, so I had to come back around with some yellow and do her neck. This game is the new game, like I said earlier, and she is wearing a pink, almost like a Hawaiian shirt, so I am using a light pink from Mehron for her shirt. So for Isabelle's mouth, I'm using that same pink for her tongue. And then I'm gonna mix that pink with a little bit of red for the inside of her mouth as well. So with that same color that I used for the inside of her mouth, I'm gonna take it and do the strap for her ponytail. So for most of these character face paints, I usually struggle with what kind of design I want to do around the character to embellish the character. So I'm going to make a mask with this tag Sunset, and I'm using a petal sponge, and I'm going to make sure that the purple is on the end of the petal sponge, and I'm going to bring that color all the way up above my eyebrows too. I'm going to go in with that petal sponge on my cheekbone, and it's going to create like a butterfly design. So this mask design is actually a mask design that Loaded Up, another face painter, does, and she is incredible. Everything she does is amazing. Normally everything comes in threes when you do your teardrops. And here's a swirl on my cheekbone, and then 3 teardrops from large to small, and then on the eyes. And I'm not sure if she does this part on her eyes, but I have a lot of space there, so I decided to do that. And I had a really hard time doing the teardrops right under my eyes, and I just did part of the teardrop and just added the tail to it. But I will be doing this design in my other video, and I got a lot better. And I decided to add some dots in the corner to embellish and also to connect the design. And then with the Mehron white, I'm going to do her tooth, and some Mehron black. I'm going to give her her nose, her eyes, and I guess I did not videotape me putting on her eyebrows or her lids. And also for the teardrops, I use a Mehron white, and I'm using Mehron gray for the little, I don't know, click-clack balls on her ponytail, and outlining with the orange from that tag split cake that I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and outline her hair and her ears, and then I'm using a brown to outline her body and her neck and her face. So with the same tag split cake sunset, I'm going to use the purple in there and outline the whole design too. Oh, and I forgot these teardrops in the middle. And here's that purple that I'll be using to outline the whole design. And I am using a number 3 face painting shop brush, which is an amazing number 3 brush. It's really thin and it does really amazing lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and outline that, and then with that same brush I'm going to use Mehron black for some eyeliner. Mehron black is really good to put on the top of the lids because it washes off easier than Wolf. So this is the first time I'm really using this liner brush, and it's got a long skinny tip, and I gotta really practice on it, but I think it would do great lines. And I'm gonna add those dots, and then right on her shirt she had like little leaves. You can't tell, but that's what they are on her shirt. And I'm going to use a Dauber and Stencil that I love so much, and I'm just going to stencil in some dots around her for some more embellishment. So for the lipstick, I'm going to use a filbert brush and the same tag face paint with purple and pink. And I just wanted to thank everyone for sitting back and watching me do this face paint, and also thank Loaded Up. She is an amazing artist. Go check her out on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I did Isabelle's character from Animal Crossing, the video game. If you enjoyed this makeup, you might enjoy the other makeups that I'll be doing from that game. So don't forget to come and check those out. And if you did enjoy this makeup, just leave me a like if you want, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next video.